What is up, YouTube? Today we're back into the Guild War banger, and we're actually fighting against Rank 1 Asia, the number one guild from the Asia server. We've seen a lot of the Korea, the Japan, obviously our own global counterparts, and Europe, obviously. Haven't fought Rank 1 Asia since like the second war of the season, so it's been a long time. So hopefully they're actually trying, and they're like on a 7-win streak, so I'm assuming they're probably locking in now since they're rank 4 at the moment. So I'm expecting a pretty sweaty war, fingers crossed. Anyhow, we're going to basically try our best. We're going to try to see if we can fit in one scout, if there's anything that's kind of interesting slash a cherry pick, maybe smile. We are going to be posting our Guild War defense video this weekend, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that so that you can take full advantage of the free unequip that we have going on. And as always, please drop a like, comment for the algorithm. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for the 11,100 subscribers. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the first attack. Alrighty, so for our first attack, it is going to be scouted, so I will populate the information on screen now. So I'm going to be running C Phantom Paltas, who's going to be on Warhorn, and I just want to say I'm sorry, I blocked stats. I'm sorry. We're going to be going with Warhorn on immunity so that I don't get pushed back by Valiant, and my Warhorn is basically going to be generating attack for Genua since Valiant denies soul burn, so Unseen Observer would be completely useless. Then I'll be going with Last Rider Crow, who will be on speed HP on Bastion and Perlucia, so I have immunity and a thick barrier to tank all the damage incoming in the very start of the match. Shu S3, Pair S1 potential dual attack, Valiant, blah blah blah. Then I'll be going with Genua, who's going to be on Symbol of Unity on Destro and Torrent set. The main reason why I'm running Symbol of Unity is because Peyra is going to grant Shu with Rampage. So we're going to try to burst down the Valiant first and then work down the Shu. And then obviously it turns into like a 50-50 on hitting the Lone Wolf Peyra at the very end. But once we get to that 3v1 situation, it's unlosable. Now, bottom team, it's going to be Harsetti, Arunka, and Aiden. So we're going to be going with Young Senya on Prot set on Proof of Friendship, so I can push my Gala forward. And I'll be going with Gala, who is going to be on Triple Torrent set on Wind Rider, and I will throw up her damage calculation on screen now. So basically, the comp here is I'm just going to one-shot the Arunka in the very front. Obviously, I'm actually on speed boots, so for full optimization, I would go attack boots. But just because my attack boots have HP subs, I can't run those, so we're going to stick with these. Then I'll be going with my Elegos, who's going to be on double torrent and penetration set. Elegos has really fallen off since obviously Lidica and Renak have just power crept him so hard from last season. So he's reserved to just being like a Guild War bot to kill New Kid Aiden. So if you guys are planning on, re-gearing your Elegos for that reason, like myself, just throw on some random pieces of gear that he doesn't need a lot, right? Oath Key, obviously, because the Aiden has 50% innate evasion, and also he will have another 20 from Shepherd of the Hollow, so we need to make sure that we have hit chance. And the EE is very important, so it must target the unit with the highest attack, okay? Otherwise, it could go into Harsetti if Aiden dodges on the Yenya S2, and everything's going to fall apart, okay? So I'll throw his damage calculation on screen now for how much damage he's going to do. So basically, we're just going to push, kill, and kill. So let us go right ahead. All right, so we are going to get outsped, but this is something that we already knew, so we're just going to completely chill. And anytime you do see this type of defense, I want you guys watching to just think as well. Can I C Phantom Genua this defense? Can I Harsetti this defense? Right, these are questions that you should be asking yourself in a Guild War setting, whether you're in a competitive guild or just like a casual one. Just becoming better at Guild Wars, you just kind of want to be asking these questions to yourself. So S1, I'm just gonna go into the Bellion. I'm gonna, I think, one-shot him. Yeah, okay, awesome. And I'm gonna go for LRKS3, obviously. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hit the Shu since I got a bad tuning cycle. But, it's not the end of the world. We're just going to tank everything. And I'm going to drag here and hopefully hit with Genua. Nice. Shu's going to move, but we're just going to kill him afterwards. Most cases, if there's a single damage target source, you can probably Dark Corvus. If there's like stuff like this where there's, anti-pen or whatever, SPP Genua is pretty good usually for the most part. Now for the second team, it's going to be very clean, so don't look away. Harsadi's going to rip the S3. Young Senya's going to take the turn. We don't need the speed. Obviously, this is going to be like a fast Harsadi. It's only 20k HP, and it's actually on Abyssal Crown. So we did get stymied by the Cunny, but Gala's just going to rip the S3. So we're going to S3 here. Proof of Friendship is mandatory here because Aiden actually gets 20%, potentially 25% if she wants that on the S2 push EE, right? And obviously we can see it's S3 EE, but if it was the S2 EE, it would get an additional 5%. So you really need to have Proof of Friendship because young Senya pushes 20, and then the Proof of Friendship gives you that 30 versus the 25, which is really, really crucial. So I'm going to go ahead and rip the S3 onto the Arunka here.
Come on, struggle. Try your best.
And Elagos is going to quickly finish off Aiden.
Make sure there's no witnesses.
Headshot. Beautiful. 40k. And also another thing to mention is if you are ever damage calculating Elagos, just make sure if you're trying to kill Aiden, make sure you don't forget to put Vigor on, right? A lot of damage calculations can go wrong if you forget. We're just going to go for the S1 and headshot the Harsadi. Boom. 35k. All right, first attack is done. Super clean. Some calculations, but on to our second attack of today. All right, so for our second attack, it is scouted, so I'll populate the information on screen now. And first team we're going to be featuring is Harsadi, Arunka, and Mort. So I'm going to be going with Young Senya, who's going to be on Protection Set on Spotted Mouse Hair Tie for 10 souls to Soul Burn for Bystander Huayang. Then I'll be going with Mort, who's going to be on Destro HP Set on Holy Sacrifice on Deathbreak EE. Honestly, any effectiveness or exclusive equipment will be fine. And I'll be going with Bystander Huayang, who is going to be on Sacred Scythe, on Destro, and Pen Set. So the whole idea behind this comp is we're just going to Soul Burn, one-shot the Arunka with Soul Burn Bystander Huayang, and then just 2v3 and it should be pretty free. Bottom team, it's going to be... This is a bottom team is a really shit comp. No flame. SPP and these two characters are just really slow, so just Luna, you know, and you Frida can obviously push, you can resist, blah blah blah, whatever. So Luna's going to be a release imprint speed HP on Taco Hell's Ancient Book. We're going to be going with Frida, who's going to be on S3 to generate souls on Bird's Eye View. Don't mind the builds. And I'll be going with Ludwig, who's going to be on Destro Torrent Set on Symbol of Unity. Obviously Kaladra would be most optimal, but Bystander Huayang is not going to have any debuffs on her, so obviously it's a dead artifact, right? So we're going to go with Symbol of Unity so that we can increase our damage and basically just rip through the entire team. Even if Sea Phantom Politis outspeeds us, we have 45% combat readiness boost for our Eternal Wanderer Ludwig to take the turn, and we're basically just completely being chilling. So let us go right ahead. All right, so Harsadi's going to rip the S3 here.
Now rest in peace.
Okay.
You keep bothering me?
Now the good thing about running this comp, I guess, is... Well, I mean, Arunka can obviously gain combat readiness when you get bad tuning like this, where Mort obviously takes a turn before the Huayang can get it, which is like a little bit annoying, but honestly, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. We're going to rip the S3 anyways, I believe. Yeah, we're just going to rip the S3 anyway. You could go for Soulburn S1, but then Arunka gets 50 CR and then she gets the S3 defense buff, and then that's just kind of, you know, kind of counterintuitive. I'd rather just go for the Fear and the Harsadi. And honestly,
You've only got yourself to blame.
Yeah, I'm probably Soul Burning. I was gonna think like, okay, what if I just S1, but that's kind of troll. So we're just gonna Soul Burn S3 to make sure we kill off the Arunka here. Take out the Holy Sacrifice. More often than not, if you see this defense, it is going to be double Holy Sack, so take that how you will. Proc Divine Vessel. Hopefully this actually goes into the Morton one-shots him since we are on Destruction Set. Nice. Alright, we are going to S1. And GG. Perfect. Nice and clean. I think that's pretty safe for a scout, honestly. Alright, so we are going to get outsped by Sea Phantom Politis. Who cares? Right? We have immunity, so we hold our place in line. Even if Ludwig gets pushed back, there's no speed threat here in Hua or in the Flood Moon Haste, since they're both really slow units. So we're going to go for Soulburn S3 to push the initial 20% for our Ludwig, and then Frida will cover the other 25, so our Ludwig will get attack buff, and we're completely chilling. And obviously, Blood Moon Haste without Blood Aura is not really a character. and it's always going to be hitting Luna as well, right? Even if it counters Ludwig, Dark's always going to target the light. So there you go. I'm going to go for an S1 on this since we have skill nullifier, and we're going to rip an S3 and just watch everything die.
Oh, did I take
And okay, maybe not everything. We're gonna S1. And I'll S2. Hopefully this kills. Save myself a little bit of time. All right, maybe
I
not.
don't have the time.
But she is sealed, or he is sealed. Little Shota is sealed, so we just gotta wait for us to get another turn, and then he'll be dead. Assuming he dies.
Treat me like a child.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Super clean second attack, and wrap it up for our third one. So let's go get over there right away. All right, so for our third and final attack is going to be a scout. So going to try to include like one of these, every video, if I can. So it's going to be Ryza Hawkeye, Arunka, Lone Wolf Hera. And if you guys don't know what Ryza Hawkeye, she doesn't really do a lot. Yeah, I don't know what the cook is. I'm very curious to see what it is. Maybe it's on some nuke build. I have no idea. But anyways, everything's going to go into F Maya. So we're going with F Maya here on counter defense set on Rocket Punch. Anytime you're playing F Maya these days, you do want to be above 20k HP. So if you're like 17k, 18k, too low. Okay, you got to be above 20k. Above 23k would be amazing with 3k defense or higher. Okay, just for what it's worth. Now, second unit we're going to go with is Green Armin, who's going to be an Aureus on protection set. If you guys don't know what she does, basically she is the best single target mitigation in the game. All right, she has built-in adamant. Sorry, not built-in adamant. She has the best single target mitigation in the game, apart from Trozet. Right, so she is a green unit, so we do need to make sure that Ryza goes into F Maya, which is why we're going double green. Shout out Meowmixed, and then we're going speed immunity on the Celestine, just an RTA build. Really nothing special, just cycle for Celestine. So you're going to want to be on like a speed set or at least some speed boot. Bottom team, we're going to be going with FCC to deal with some of the Renac damage. We're going speed HP on 35k HP. I'll be going with Momo here, 159 ER, 160 if we round up, and we're going to be Guardian Ice Crystals and speed HP. Technically, we're 175, but no one's really counting. So if it is an effectiveness Renac, it'll do no damage. If it's high damage Renac, FCC is going to help me tank a lot of the damage, and any further incoming damage, Guardian Ice Crystals will get my back. And obviously, Renac can only apply spoils one time on the target, so he can't stack 2 spoil stacks, right? Then Shu, we're going to be going with is 280 speed, Sweet Miracle, speed HP set. All we're really going to do is we're just going to work with the Illinab, right? We're just going to chip him down. Renac's always going to go into Momo. Momo can't die. And, all is fair, all is good. So, hopefully we don't get any accidents, because last video we did almost get an accident, so I ain't trying to stress. So, let's go. All right, so let's see what this guy cooked up here. So his Lone Wolf Hera is 1708 through 17,083 HP. We gotta make sure I remember the CR bar, but I don't think it'll be that helpful. Uberius 2, 13k Ryza.
Step back.
Wow, that did nothing. All right. Well, I know I did read the comments from the last video, and people were telling me to speed up the video.
Who's the king of these streets?
So I will. So we're going to speed up the video because this is probably going to take a long time. So feel free to skip forward a little bit. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Don't go flying off on me now. Assist me behind you. I won't run anymore. Generous Rickos, please protect us. I must be brave. I'm here. Initiating defense. I'll show you what I've got. Put my guard down. Ready, bud? I'm gonna leave you biting the dust. the king of these streets. Come at me. I'll block everything. Strength of will. Break down Berserk. I was born to fight. This is just the beginning. I won't run anymore. May the light free you from despair. Shall we play? From the ground. Leave it to me. Better hold on. Don't go flying off on me now. Step back. Come at me. I'll block everything. Let's ride. I'll show you what I've got. I must be brave. This is just the beginning. Break down Berserk. Initiating defense. Shield of great strength. I was born to fight. Do you have any idea how strong I am?
Oh man. Okay, finally.
Yes, I'm going.
Round 1 done. 37 turns remaining. All right. Into the next one we go. This one will be a little bit more exciting. Oh, what the hell? That's a slow reenact. Interesting. Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna just go stick with the original plan here.
Time to pay up for taking me lightly.
Tank reenact.
You in my sleep.
Is he soul steal?
Trying to get away, are you?
No. If it was soul steal, it would have procced on us too, right?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. Just so I don't get countered, should I just S1? Oh, that's one. Maybe I can sleep as well, right?
This here.
21.5k, so it's probably close to 28, 29, roughly.
This is a formidable opponent.
Gonna S3 here so that I can tank a Hua-Young S3.
You dare.
Are you the punk?
14k Hua-Young.
I'm always open to new opportunities.
I don't want to risk a counter from this. It's already tanky Renex, so I can't proc
No,
off of the Hua S3. Well, I can't proc Divine Vessel, I mean.
I will do my best.
Look for a sleep on this, maybe, if I can tag. Nice. Okay, hit something else then. We'll S3 onto the Lenav then.
Babies already? Like them out.
Not really sure what this guy was trapping. I'm assuming it's Holy Sac. Actually, I have no idea what this is. Oh wow, nice duel. Hua go. Guess I have to hit Hua here. I have skill null, so it makes no diff. Yeah, I'm completely chilling.
Here I go.
Heal up the top up here.
Nothing in this world
That's one here.
As long as I'm holding this spear.
No counter. Nice.
I'll keep going.
This one should kill, right? Should kill.
Come on.
Never mind. Never mind.
What a walk in the park.
Well, like I said, spoils is not going to stack, so it's totally fine. We're not going to run into a situation where Renak has like 35k HP or something crazy like that. Sigurd's Scythe.
Always open to new opportunities.
I'm going to S3 just to make sure this dude dies. Really no point on risking it, right?
Try.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Momo S1. Silver.
Dare. What? This is a formidable opponent.
S1.
Like I said.
S1.
No.
GG.
Everyone.
Nice and clean. Okay. Gonna write up my report and wrap things up. Let's go. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for today's Guild War video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Gonna be going into the little sanctuary for some like different background music since the evening they like change scenes. It's kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, that's it. I mean, you can call me a cherry picker, but hey, a dub's a dub. I didn't int. All's good in the world. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the comments that were used in the video, and let me know what you guys think about the balance patch as well. I made a video on that. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. But as always, thank you for supporting, and I'll see you guys on the next video, the Guild War Defense 1. Don't miss it. Okay, see ya. Bye!